friends, my name is Azina Zira binti Darus. Hi, my name is Nur Ain Akila binti Cik Hussein. Hi, my name is Melita Syaira.
Hi, my name is Nur Azina binti Azman.
Hi, my name is Nur Afina Aini binti Mahdi.
Assalamualaikum, Miss Afina. I am from Villa Berhad Company, and for the purpose I am here is I would like to seek for an advice about the company's performance lah. So first of all, my company is right now having a problem by managing my own working capital, and also having a problem about the utilizing my own current asset of the company. And right now my company is also not be able to supply enough product during the Malaysia celebrated festival because due to the lack of manpower for the production. And the next one is my company is also not be able to invest any money that it has at the bank. So right now my company is tend to keep the money in the bank without having any investment return. So furthermore, my company is also seek for a short-term financing to expand the production line. So I would like to help my company to improve the company's performance of my company in the future. So what suggestion that you can recommend to me to improve my company's performance in the future?
So I think I will discuss further about your company's problem, which is Villa Berhad, with my team. So anything I will contact you soon. Thank you.
Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, so Assalamualaikum everyone. So just now we have one client, which is Villa Berhad. They have a financial problem on managing its own working capital. So the company is not able to supply enough products during the productions, and also the company not able to invest any money that has at the bank. So we are supposed to help this company, which is Villa Berhad, and they also seek for a short-term financing to expand their production line. And in addition, the main company's goal, which is cannot be achieved because the company from the previous year is dropped from the previous year. So what do you think about this company? Should we accept this client or not?
I think we should help this company, which is Villa Berhad, to solve their financial problem. So I think so. Yeah, we can proceed.
Okay, we proceed. So we get the decision, which is we accept this client, which is Villa Berhad. Okay, thank you.
You can sign here to profit.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
There are several components of the current asset. There are cash, marketable securities, account receivables, and inventory. Firstly, cash is defined as any circulating medium of exchange, including coins, paper money, and demand deposit. The goal of cash management is to serve the reason of storing cash, especially to have cash for transactions, yet not have any surplus cash. The second goal of cash management is to minimize transaction balance, in particular since it is non-earning assets. The purpose of cash budget is forecast cash inflows, outflows, and ending the cash balances, or use the plan needed loans or funds available for investment. The timing of the cash budget depends on the objective of the estimation. It may be daily, weekly, or monthly. Monthly for annual planning, 2-day operation. Secondly, market securities can be used to replace transactional balances, precautionary balances, and speculative balances. In most situations, it is kept mainly for preventative purposes, although the security is not as liquid as cash. In more circumstances, they may become changes to cash relatively short notice. For instance, short-term investment, fixed deposit, and unit trust. Thirdly, account receivables refer to customers' unpaid debt. It is therefore that debt management. It is for produce when a company sells things or provide services on credit rather than cash. The duration of the average amount of the times takes from a credit sale for the payment being usable money. The collection processes for late payment interest will be charged on unpaid accounts. An unpaid amount, it is allowed no further purchases on credit. Monetary methods of a firm's account receivables is day sales outstanding by calculating the average amount of time its company customer to pay off their credit purchases. The second method is by aging schedules, with a proportion of receivables due shown. Lastly, inventory is a full inventory of objects such as property, products in store, or the contents of the structure. Inventory is divided to three categories, which are raw materials, work in progress, and also final items. It entails the control of the asset created for the sale usual cost of the firm's activity. The goal of inventory is to guarantee the stocks required to keep operation running and available and reduce the possibility of production disruption due to lack of inventory. The last goal is to minimize loss of sales because it is out of stock. Cost of holding inventory is carrying costs, which are storage and handling costs, insurance, property taxes, and obsolescence. The second cost is the ordering cost, which the cost of placing orders, shipping, and handling costs. Last cost of holding the cost of running short and is loss of sales or customer goodwill and the disruption of production schedules.
Next, I proceed to the next point, which is the components that have in current liabilities. There are four components, which are accruals, account payable or trade credit, short-term bank loan, and commercial paper. So the first one is accrual. So what is the accrual? Accruals is a short-term liabilities that are constantly recurring, such as accrued salaries and taxes. Accruals rise automatically or randomly when a company's operation expand. There are no clear interest charges. They are free. Firms, on the other hand, have a limited control on the level of accrued liabilities, which is determined more by industry custom, economic circumstances, and the tax rules. So the second component of current liabilities, which is account payable or trade credit. So trade credit refers to the scenario in which a corporation can get products or services from a supplier without immediate payment, and the payment will be paid later according to the credit terms offered by the supplier. So trade credits occurs naturally as a result of the first executions, and often the credit condition given with the trade credits include a monetary discount for early payment. The terms such as 2/10 net 30 indicate 2% reduction for payment within 10 days, or the whole amount is payable in 30 days. Free trade credits received during the discount period, and costly trade credit. So the third one is short-term bank loan. The notes payables may appear in a financial positions. There are four key features of short-term bank loan, which is first one is when a company accepts a bank loan, it is signed a promissory note. It is a written document that specifies the terms and circumstances of a loan, such as the loan amounts, interest rate, and repayment period. The second key features is the banks often demands frequent borrowers to maintain compensatory balance of 10 until to 20% of the face amount. It is the minimum checking discount balance that a company must maintain with a commercial bank. So the third key features is a line of a credit is an informal agreement between a borrower and a bank concerning the maximum amount of a credit that the bank will given within a specific time period. So the last key point of the features of short-term bank loan is a revolving credit arrangement. Is a formal committed line of a credit issued by a bank for a lending institutions. So the last component in the current liabilities is commercial paper. So what's in the commercial paper? Commercial papers is a type of a short-term financing that consists of unsecured promissory notes issued by creditworthy companies, often a major corporation. The maturity period ranges from 30 days until 270 days, and the interest rate change normally low at risk range between 0.5% to 4%.
So, working capital that's chosen by the company for current asset are account receivables and inventories. For current liabilities that have chosen by company are short-term bank loan and accruals. I will explain the advantages and disadvantages for current asset, and Mazato will explain the advantages and disadvantages for current liabilities. So for the advantages for account receivables are no need collateral, retain ownership of business and fast financing. The disadvantage of account receivables are higher cost, lengthy contract, and debtor may not pay. So the advantages of inventories are no production delay, efficient to fulfill customer demand, fill order quickly, get quantity discount for buying bulks, and can increase sales as more inventory on display brings more opportunity to catch the customers. And the disadvantages of inventories are high total inventory cost, exposed to inventory obsolescence, and high cost of fund tied up inventory.
The chosen component of the liabilities that are suitable for the company are short-term bank loans and accruals. First of all, the advantages of the short-term bank loan is this component can be applied in the easiest way. When you decided you want to apply this component, there is no need to have in a good credit, and you can also obtain money effortlessly. But this component also have disadvantages of itself, which is when you decided to apply in this component, you need to face a high interest rate, and this also can lead the company in a massive debt. This component also have no revolving credit. The second component is accruals. For the advantages of this component have is the company itself can decrease the expenses of its company, and it's also figure a good management of debt. And for the disadvantages of this component is it's really difficult to track the cash flow that happen and have a moderately complex.
For conclusion, the companies and the current assets that companies' performance are by collected account receivables and increasing their inventories. Account receivable can enhance their performance. We suggest to Fila Berhad to collect debt from their debtor, thus this will increasing the asset acceptance rate to reduce the company's burden. Other than that, Fila Berhad should expand their inventories such as machinery, so that it could be assured no production will be delayed. Furthermore, this company also must increase their performance by enhancing their components under current liabilities. For example, this company should make short-term bank loans. This is because it can improve their cash conversion cycle, which is the time it takes to turn your inventory and receivables into cash. In addition, this can improve a company's performance by reducing their balance through accruals. This also figures in excellent management of this company debts. So that's all from us. Thank you so much.